And for me, I think I would want that more. If it's just a Mother's Day thing. Like I said, now if it goes beyond that and you buying birthday gifts and you doing a little too much for me, honey. Hey lovies, it's your girl Amara here. Welcome back to my channel, LIVELOVELLOYD. If you are new here, welcome. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can join the fam, and also turn on your notification bell so you can be notified when it says upload new videos. So today, y'all, I decided that I want to do a chit chat get ready with me. I'm about to do my makeup, even though there is really nowhere for me to go because we're all quarantined. Let me see if I am happy with that now. Oh, I think it looks like it made a difference, but I don't know. Anywho, so let's get right back into it. So, what was I even talking about? Now I'm lost. So as you guys can see, I already primed my face and I put my color corrector on. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I did that, and yeah. So, wait, first of all, I'm all over the place today. I don't even got my brushes where they need to be. What are you doing? What are you doing? All right. So let me try this again. Let me fix you. You look like you need to be fixed until like so. Until true like so. And I think all right. All right, so I already primed my face and I put my color corrector on. Yeah, so let's get into it. So, what I wanted to talk about. I was scrolling down my Instagram and I saw that a few pages that I'm following on Instagram has been asking the question, I think the question, I'm not gonna find the right question, don't kill me, but I think the question was something along the lines of, would you be okay with the father of your child? Would you be okay with your boyfriend or your husband or whomever buying their the mother of their child a Mother's Day gift? And a few pages was asking that question. I mean, obviously we know that there's a lot of people that have baby mamas. So yeah, I saw that question and I thought about it. I mean, first and foremost, I must say that I guess kind of do not even have the credentials to really speak on this topic, because I am not dating a guy who has a kid. My man has no kids the way I like them. So yeah, my man has no kids, but I did date a guy in the past who did have a kid, so I feel like I kind of can talk about this. But yeah, so when I first read the question, I felt like, I don't see anything wrong with a guy showing his baby mother appreciation. This is the mother of your child, so what is wrong with it? It's not to say like, you're buying her a birthday gift. That's like, I think that's a little bit more personal or whatever if you ask me, but it's not like he's buying her a birthday gift. He's buying her a Mother's Day gift. The reason why he's a father is because of the mother of his child. She made him a father and he made her a mother. So I don't see anything wrong with a guy wanting to buy the mother of his child a Mother's Day gift. Now, the question is, what kind of relationship do they share? At the end of the day, I feel like no matter what kind of relationship you share with your child's mother, even if you don't want to go out your way and buy her a gift and show her appreciation, respect her. That's the least you can do. Actually, no, the least you can do is take care of your child. That's the least you can do. And then the second least you can do is respect her. So I think that the question now is, what kind of relationship do they have? Because if I'm in a relationship with a guy who is, not necessarily on good terms with his baby mother, I don't know, this is all conflicting feelings, because I feel like if I'm in a relationship with a guy who's not on good terms with his child's mother, well, first and foremost, why would I be dating a guy like that? Because, listen, nothing good comes from it. I'll tell you that much. Like I said, the guy that I dated before my man that I'm with now, I've been with him for 5 years, nothing good comes from dating a guy who has kids and is not on good standings with their child's mother. Nothing good comes from it. It's always toxic. It is always mentally and emotionally draining. So, now, if you're in a relationship with a guy who does not have a good relationship with his child's mother, then for me, I feel like, why are you buying gifts? Why are you buying gifts? What is this? Take care of your child. Yes, the skin is looking good. The skin is looking good. Alright, so my foundation is on. I think that, first and foremost, the fact that this question has even, first and foremost, let's stop making so much damn noise. How about that, Amara? Let's stop making so much damn noise. But yeah, like I was saying, I feel like for this to even be a question, it goes to show how divided we as women are, because we're women. We all have, for the most part, the same experiences. Obviously, race does play a part. So, if you're black or white, you just might experience being a woman differently, and you will, because you're white and I'm black, or you're Asian and I'm, so yeah. But for the most part, we're all women. So besides the color of our skin, for the most part, we experience, the same differences and the same adversity. So for this to even be a question is well, why? Why does this have to be even a problem in the women community? Why can't it just be a good thing? Why can't it be looked upon as a good thing? I don't see anything wrong with showing the mother of your child appreciation that you fucks with them. I fucks with you, I respect you. And for me, I think I would want that more. If it's just a Mother's Day thing. Like I said, now if it goes beyond that and you buying birthday gifts and you doing a little too much for me, honey. But if it's a Mother's Day gift, I would really actually like that and admire that in a guy, because I would feel okay, he respects the mother of his child. And to be honest, at least in the black community, a lot of the guys do not respect the mother of their child, and a lot of the guys are in relationships with women. Ooh, look at me, I forgot to do my nose. A lot of the guys are in relationships with women who support the men disrespecting the mother of their children. Like, a lot of the women support the man not taking care of their child. So for me, if I saw a black man, if I'm dating a man and he's, you know, actually cares enough to show the mother of his child appreciation by gifting her a Mother's Day present, like, listen, I support that, because the way you know how a man is going to treat you is by the way he treats his mothers, his sisters, and his children. If you are dating a guy who already has children, you'll see. That is the way you'll find out how a guy will treat you. For me, I wouldn't necessarily have a problem with it. And I know some people are going to be like, but what if you're dating someone that doesn't have, like, that's not on good standing with their child's mother and they buy them a gift? I mean, either way, I feel like when you date someone with a kid, you know that you are never going to be the first priority. You are never going to be the first priority, and you should not want to be the first priority. If you want to be the first priority over someone that you're dating child, like, you're a sick person and you actually don't even deserve to be with that person. But if you understand, which you should understand, that you're not the first priority, that means that you also understand that you have to do whatever is best for the development of the child. I think that if that means that the father has to, it doesn't have to, but I think that means that if the father chooses to go out his way and treat his child's mother with a gift, because that's just going to create a comfortable and healthy and living environment for this child to grow up in, I think that is totally fine. It's not easy. It's not easy at all being in a relationship with someone who has a kid. And most people, unless you are an insecure woman, most women who date guys, they just want to know that you're not sleeping with your child's mother. Like, you're not sleeping with your child's mother, and that's it. Take care of your child, don't sleep with your child, and that's it. But it gets a little like blurry and stuff once the men actually start stepping outside of boundaries and sleeping with their child's mother and going back to their girlfriends, or vice versa, whatever the case may be. But if you are like in good standings, look at his face, Hey, look at his face. Yeah. Oh my God. What was I saying? Y'all bear with me. So I'm gonna go back to what the last thing I remember saying. So the last thing I remember saying is that if you So the last point I remember trying to make was that most of the time when we date a guy who has a kid or whatever, if you are a confident woman, because like I said, like, I've dated a guy who had a kid before, and I definitely consider myself confident. I wanted to meet the mother of his child, all that stuff. Like, I don't want to have any beef with anybody's child's mother, because like I said, the most important thing to me is that child growing up in a healthy environment. And at that time, I had planned on being with that person for quite some time. I was with him for quite some time. For 5 years I was with him. So I mean, actually I was with him for 6 years. So for me, I felt like if I'm gonna be with him and actually see a future with him, his child must be important to me. And that was just like a no-brainer. Like, I just wanted to have a healthy relationship. And I feel like when women go into relationships with men who already have kids, they just want to know that it's like healthy for the most part. Like, we don't care to have any drama with your baby mother. We're not jealous. If you like, you only get stuff like that with women who are insecure. But I will say that, I mean, mainly in our community, within the Black community, I don't know how this became about race, but I'm a Black woman, so I can only speak from my, perspective. Mainly in the Black community, we have a lot of foolery going on where, we don't have men being actual men and being honest about the stuff that they're doing. But for the most part, when you come across a Black man who is doing right and is taking care of their child, like, that woman just wants to make sure that that's what they're doing. They're willing to support anything for the most part. I think that most confident women that is dating a guy who has a kid will definitely say they don't mind, because why would that be a problem for you? If he treats you and shows you that you are the most important, you're the most important thing to him aside from his child, why is it wrong for this man to actually show the mother of his child, the mother of the most important person to him, that he appreciate what she has blessed him with? Like, I don't see anything wrong with that, and I don't think that, I can't speak for most women, but I don't think that most women will see anything wrong with that. If you do see something wrong with that, like I said, you have to be an insecure person. Now, if you're in a relationship with a guy who is literally having non-stop relations with the mother of his child, and he's buying her gifts, sis, I don't really know what to tell you in that situation, because you really see all the signs and all the red flags and every single thing, and you're now choosing to be upset that he bought a gift for the mother of his child. Like, sis, you saw the red flags before this happened, so I don't know what to tell you. But for the women that are in relationships with the men who do have kids, I think that if he does mention that, or if the child does mention that they want the father to buy a gift, I think you should go ahead and support that, because we all know that aside from us, if we do have children, we want the people that we choose to be with to love our offsprings like it's their own. So if this guy has a kid, like, just show them that you really do care. And one of the ways to show them that you care is by, excuse me. Oh, this is so ladylike. So ladylike. All right. So I think this chit chat is all over the place, but who cares? I gotta get Oh shit. See? That's what happens. What do I have to get? Oh, I have to rinse my my beauty blender. Yeah, I'm all over the place. But y'all also gotta comment down below and let me know if y'all like videos like this. It's so raw. But I like videos like this because I feel like you guys get to see more of my personality. All right. So I got my beauty blender, that's set. Let's get back into place. Let's get back into place. All right. Bam. Now we're back into place, and what's next? Let me set underneath my eye. So what was I saying? What was I saying? I don't really remember what I was saying about that topic. I forgot where I left off, and that just sucks. Like, I hate when I ramble and I don't know where I left off, because then I don't know where I left off and I start rambling. Like Alright, so what am I to do right now? Alright, fuck it. I'm putting on no damn eyeshadow. Ain't putting on no damn eyeshadow. Alright, but like I said, I forgot what I was talking about, which is bad. So let's get into another conversation that is, you know, led by the original conversation, which is, should you date a guy who has kids? Should you date a guy who has kids? Now, like I said, I dated a guy who had a kid, and he did not have a healthy relationship with the mother of his child. And because of that, it made dating a guy with a child very, very difficult. And I said, after him, I will never, ever again in my life date a guy with a kid, because you know what? I'm spoiled. I'm the last child. I want to be the most important thing to my man, okay? I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I want to be the most important thing to my man, and I want to experience having a child together. My man that I'm with now, he doesn't have any kids, like I said, for the 15th millionth time, and when we do have kids together, we'll be experiencing that together. And I know that the only person that will be taking my shine is our offspring. So, I mean, y'all probably like, you're sick to even have a thought like that, but who gives a damn? I want to be the most important person to my man. I don't want to have to compete with your child, you know? And even though I'm really not going to compete with your child, because I know that really and truly a way to your heart would be loving your child. So for me, I would never go back into dating a guy who has a kid. But for a woman who is willing to date a guy who has a kid, what I'm going to tell you is to make sure that, what is going on? Sis, like, are you a retard? Oh, Lordy Lord. Where's the concealer? I just had the concealer in my hand, bro. Oh, there you go. I guess it wasn't in my hand. All right, come on. All right, so, damn, I forgot what I was saying. Like, can a sis get a break? Oh my God. Can a sis get a break? Now I forgot what I was saying again. All right, now I can't. What's happening? All right. Okay. So for a lady who is interested or willing to date a guy with a child, what I will tell you is to make sure that this man has a very, very, very solid relationship with the mother of his child. What am I looking for again? I'm looking for my eyebrow pencil. Where is my eyebrow pencil? Come on. Let me live my life in peace. Let me live my life in peace and not have to struggle to find you. All right, this is an old one. You'll do for now. Bam. Brush this eyebrow hair up. Boom, boom, pow. Give it a little swoopity swoop. Pa-pow. Pa-pow. And you know what? Do I? I don't know. I want to do at least a liner. I'm going to do a liner. I need to do something good. All right, so let's go in. Yeah, so you want to make sure that this guy is on solid foundation with the mother of his child, because I'm telling you right now, if you think you are about to date a guy who is a piece of diddly crap to the mother of his child and he's about to be a good man to you, I'm letting you know right now, it's not gonna work. So don't go into no relationship with no man who is telling you, oh yeah, I got a child, but my baby moms, I hate her, we hate each other. That's the first red flag, sis. Do not do it. Do not do it. Because you're gonna find yourself in some unhealthy predicaments, and it ain't cool. It's not cool. So that's the first step. If you are interested in dating a guy who has kids, make sure that he is in good standings with the mother of his child. Because if he is not in good standings with the mother of his child, that will tell you a lot about him. I'm not negating that there are some crazy ass baby mothers out here that just likes to make your life a living hell. But there's a lot of deadbeats out here, because really and truly, most women, I'm not saying all, because there's a lot of crazy BMs out here, but most women, all they want you to do is take care of your child. Take care of your child. Don't take care of your child. That's it. Take care of your child. Take care of your child. That's it. Take care of your child. Come pick your child up. Come see your child. Come show your child love. Come teach your child some life lessons. Take care of your child. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Now, what's the next step? Where's the liner? Oh, what kind of liner I want to do? Wait. Oh. Where's the freak? This is liner. Let me see what this is looking like. Ooh, this is pretty. All right, so I'm gonna use this right here. So I'm just going to align my lid. So what was I saying again? What was the sis saying again? Okay, so the first thing I told you was, that's the first, New York City. That's New York City for you. So, like I said, that is the first thing. Do not date a guy who you are seeing red flags. Don't date no guy that's saying, oh, yo, can I live my life in peace? Like, can I live my life in peace? You're trying to make this hard for me. Trying to make my life hard. Why? All right, so I'm gonna just pat that bad boy in. Bam, bam, woody, bam, 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 bam. I need to take this powder off my face now, because it's about to have me looking like Donald Trump in the face. Like orange head. All right. So, what else would I say? But overall, I don't think there's anything wrong with dating a guy who has kids. I mean, like I said, I would never do it because I'm just selfish. Like, I'm the baby out of 5 kids, and I like things my way. And I know that when someone has a kid, you can't have things your way. But knowing me, I probably, if I didn't date a guy who had a kid, I probably would have went through life thinking like, oh, okay, well, he'll make it work, they'll make it work. But really and truly, I think that's another reason why it's very important to build a family with someone who you can actually see yourself with, because it just makes everything so damn difficult. Like, everything is so damn difficult when you have kids and y'all don't stick together and y'all break up and do all that crazy nonsense that you don't need to be doing. Yeah, like, but yeah, so for me, like I said, a million and one times I wouldn't date because I'm selfish. But for someone who isn't selfish and has the time and patience to split with another human being, just make sure that guy is on good terms with the mother of his child. Because when you come across a man that is on good terms with the mother of his child, your life and his life will be much happier. Definitely much happier. And that's why I just never understood why women who are dating guys who have like kids that do not take care of their kids, and all the baby mother wants is for them to take care of their kids, and the girlfriends aren't encouraging that. For me, it's like, well, why do you want to be a part of the problem? As a woman, even if you don't have kids, like I don't have any kids, but when I was with my ex, sometimes he would get into arguments with her and say crazy things, and I would have to remind him, like, that is the mother of your child. And honestly, I was disgusted. Like, I was disgusted. And for me, I could never be with a guy who didn't take care of his kid. So my ex took care of his kid all the time. However, I just so happened to be with someone who had a kid with someone who was just fucking crazy. Like, he could not be with anybody. Like, even after we broke up, she was still making his life a living hell. So, but even when he would, like, you know, become frustrated with her actions and try to, like, curse her out and stuff, I would remind him, like, that is the mother of your child. And no matter what, she is raising your son. So you don't ever want to, like, you know, aggravate her or, you know, antagonize her or do any of that stuff, because whatever she does in her lifestyle is definitely going to affect the upbringing of your child. So for me, I always wanted to remind him to just, like, try to be level-headed. I know sometimes it's hard, because I know as women, I'm not vindictive, but I know as women we can get to that point where we're so nasty. So and as men, they sometimes don't know, like, how to get through to us. But I told him, like, you need to be nicer to her. When she doing all that stuff, she doing it because she's hurt. Be nicer to her. Be sweeter to her. You ain't gotta hug her and kiss her up and do all that stuff or fall victim to her pressures. But, you know, just be nice to her. When she being rude, say, okay, got you. When she wants you to do this for your son, if you could afford to do it or whatever, go ahead and do it right away, you know. Just make life easier. But there are some mothers who don't like to make life so easy for their child's father, and they just make life harder and harder because they're just unhappy and don't want to see them with anybody else besides them. But those are, like, the loose cannons. Those are the crazy ones. But besides them, like, there are some guys out here who have good relationships with the mother of their children, and they're just looking for the right person. So I would say that it is a fine dating, you know, a guy who has kids. Just make sure he has a good relationship with his child, and make sure he has a good relationship with the mother of his child. Because once that is all set in stone, everything else in the relationship will be, for the most part, good. Ew, what the hell did I just do? Oh my god. What did I just do? Yo, this looks crazy. Yo, this looks crazy. I think this had like a dark, like black. I don't know what color it had on it, but I dipped it in the contour powder, and it's not coming out necessarily the way I want it to. Whatever. I'm just about to finish this makeup off because this is not cute. This is not cute. Like, what's happening right now? that. This is a lot of damn work, yo. This is a lot of work. So what else do I have to do now? Lord. Alright, so now let me just put on some Dawn mascara. Let me see. To clean my nose ring. My nose ring is looking good. Okay. Now let's apply the mascara. So, back to what I think I was saying. Y'all, please, I hope y'all don't get upset with me. I hope y'all don't get upset with me. But yeah, so there's nothing wrong with dating a guy who has kids, and there's nothing wrong with a guy giving the mother of his child a Mother's Day gift, as long as everyone is on good standings and frig. Yeah, as long as everyone is on good standings, I don't see anything wrong with it. When you date someone who has a kid, you automatically should come to the understanding that you are not the first priority, and you should not want to be the first priority. And if you do want to be the first priority, like myself, then you will date someone who does not have kids, because if you date someone with kids, you are never going to be the first priority. And if you are the first priority, you are not a good person. You're not a good person. I'm sorry, because that means that you're okay with the man, you know, not being so good the way he should be. But who am I? What do I know? I don't know a goddamn thing. I'm just rambling. But yeah, if you want to date it, if you want to be the first priority, don't date a guy with kids. And if you don't mind being the second priority, then make sure this guy has a good relationship with his children. Make sure this guy has a good co-parenting relationship with the mother of his children. You know, get to know the mother of his children if that's an option. And if it's not an option, I mean, you might want to look into that, because that might be a red flag. That might be a red flag. Yo, this is my favorite mascara. Damn. Oh my God. I messed up my damn lid. This is definitely not what's popping to. Alright, let me put you right here, put you right there. Alright, let me see what's going on with this look right now. Alright, put you right here. Alright, okie dokie. Okay, sis. Okay, sis. Okie dokie. Alright. I'm gonna get a little brush with a little highlighter or whatever. You know, figure tell me or whatever. So, let's get a little highlight going. Boom, boom, pow. Boom, boom, pow. Boom, boom, pow, pow. Honey, get it. Not too much, but just enough. Boom, boom, pow. Okay. Okay, honey. Oh, that was, oh, okay. All right. All right. Do y'all see that? Yeah, that looks, yeah, that's not okay. I don't know what's going on today. Let's get it. All right, so I think that is done. And for the lips, I'm gonna just go basic, you know. Since I ain't going anywhere, I don't really have anywhere to go. Wait, what? Okay, with my lip, okay, my lip gloss is not here, all right. So, where am I going? I can't live my life in peace. I can't live my life in peace. Look at these lips. Look at these darn lips. All right, y'all. I think that's the look right there. Ooh. That's a cute little vibe. I mean, it took me forever to do. Alright, okay, sis. Okay, sis. Yes, girl. Giving me real cute. Giving me real cute. What? Sis, you was giving me vibes. What is, come on. Let me live my life. Let me live my life, please. Please let me live my life. Thank you. All right. Sis is cute or whatever. And that is pretty much the look. That's pretty much the look. Y'all, this video was all over the place, but what you want me to do? What you want me to do? Do better? This is the best I can do, all right? No, I am joking. This video is a mess, but the look has never been stressed. So anywho, y'all, this video is long enough. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts on this entire video. Do you think it is okay for your man to buy the mother of his child a gift? And are you willing to date guys who have kids? If so, comment down below and let us know. I love y'all, and as always, remember to live, love you. Bye, guys. What's going on? Oh my God.